Hey, thanks for watching. This is David. I'm currently a student with the Trilogy UNC Charlotte Web Development program. Today I wanted to go over a Node SQL application that is an inventory management program similar to Amazon, well, a little similar to Amazon, where we can look at the inventory for different products and kind of manipulate the data and make some changes to our database. So what we're looking at here is the MySQL workbench, and we've got two tables in our database, the Amazon database. We've got departments here. We have department name, overhead costs, product sales. You'll notice there's not a profit column. This is not something that's a part of the database. It's something we'll sort of add in later. Then we have our products table where we have our product name, department name, price, and stock quantity. So we've got a few different items here with a few different department names. So that's kind of the basic structure of our SQL database. Then we'll jump into our application here. So this project was broken up into three different parts. We've got the customer interface, the manager interface, and the supervisor interface. So first let's look at the customer interface. So we'll jump into the terminal here and we'll run our Node application. We've got Node Amazon customer. So we jump in here and we've got this cool little ASCII logo, and we've displayed our SQL table where we've connected in Node using JavaScript to our SQL table. So we've got our item list here. This is just an auto-incremented number here. Our products, our department, our prices, and our quantity. We can see our quantity is pretty high on baseball bats. We here at Amazon don't sell a lot of baseball bats. So first we have an inquiry prompt, and it asks us what is the item ID of the item you'd like to purchase. So we'll purchase some baseball bats. So we'll enter item 1, and how many units would you like to purchase of this item? We'll say 36, and we'll see here if our quantity drops down to a clean 10,000, and if it doesn't, we'll know that the database isn't working, the program isn't working properly. So we'll buy 36, and we see our inventory is updated. Your total just takes the price and multiplies it by the number of items that were purchased, and it thanks us for shopping, and it says our department's updated, and the department being updated will come here in a second. So we'll run our application again and we'll see, oh, look at that, our baseball bats, we've sold 36 of them. So that's kind of the basic part of it. If we were to, for example, buy some pistachios from the grocery department, we can hit 8. And how many would we like to buy? Well, currently in stock we have 7. So what would happen if I try to buy 8 of them? And we get a message here that says insufficient quantity, and it tells us to start over here. So we can see how that works. Now we jump back over to the manager file, and we've got a management console, and it's just asking, it's prompting us, what would you like to do today? Use the arrow keys. So we can view our products for sale, and this works just like the last part of the application, the customer application worked. We can view our low inventory. We currently don't have any low inventory, but let's jump back into our customer portal and buy some pistachios again. This time we'll buy 5 bags of pistachios. Then we'll look in our low inventory, and our pistachios are on there because we only have a quantity of 2. So the threshold for the low quantity right now is set for less than 5. So we can see our products here. The only thing less than 5 are the pistachios. The microwaves are at 5, so they won't show up on that list. And if we go into our inventory and we add to our inventory, we just select, let's get our pistachios off the low inventory list. So we'll select 8 and we'll add 15 bags of pistachios. But let's try to add 1,000 bags. So I've got a message here that kind of prevents you from doing that. That's a reg expression that says that it's got to be between 1 and 99. So we'll add 99 bags of pistachios, and if we view our products for sale, we can see our pistachios are at 101. Great. So we got plenty of pistachios. So we've looked at view inventory. We've added to our inventory. We can also add a new product. What is the name of the product? We can add rubber ducky. Okay, what is the department name? Programming supplies, of course. What is the price? Let's say it's $2.15. What is the stock quantity? We have 17 of them. And our products added. If we go to products for sale, we can see our rubber ducky at number 14 with programming supplies, $2.15 with 17 of them. So we've added our product, and it says we'll exit the program, see you later. The last portion of it is the supervisor. So we, oops, got it right. Proper syntax. So we jump into here and we've got a supervisor console. So we can view product sales by department. And here we have our profit. And if you remember from our database earlier, we did not have profit in the database. So this is being created using an alias, and we're taking the information from product sales and overhead cost and calculating our profit in this column that's giving us some useful information here. So in this example, we can see our sports and outdoors department's doing great, probably due to the purchase of some baseball bats. But we're struggling in the departments where we don't have any sales or we don't have enough sales. So we're still at a loss in many of our departments. We can create a new department. So we did create a product, but the manager didn't get it approved through the regional level department. So we've got to add our programming supplies here. What are the overhead costs for the programming department? We'll say it's about $300. Department added. And if we jump back into our customer section, we can see our rubber ducky with our programming supplies are still there. Let's buy some. Let's buy 10 of them. And then we can go into our supervisor portal and we can view our product sales and see that our programming supplies department still struggling, but we do have a few rubber ducky sales to kind of help us out get into the next quarter. So that's it for the terminal portion. Just kind of a quick overview of the actual code. We've got our packages that we're requiring here at the top. We've got some ES6 stuff. We're logging into our SQL database with our connection here. Don't try to log in. This is some strict security here. We've got displaying our initial function, got our ASCII backticks here. Using our package for the easy table, we're just creating new columns here and just taking the data that comes in from our query and posting columns and rows using that package. Then we have our inquirer prompts. It's pulling in some queries here where we're just initially we are showing just the database, and then here we are looking to purchase some items, and we're also having to update our departments for our department sales. So what I have here is a SQL join and inner join where we look to match the products with the department name from the products table with the same department names that are found in the departments table, and we're matching it based on the product item ID. And just from there, we're just simply taking our total sales and throwing that into the department sales so we can have that as the revenue for that department. And we've got just a try catch here for any errors that happen in our program. If you were to type in something that maybe wasn't there, for example, it would throw an error, and it actually is a friendly error where we show the error message rather than just the full stack. So it's a little user friendly. Going into our manager file, we've got some of the same stuff here. We've got our menu prompt, and we've got some switch statements that we're using to select from our items. These fire off some functions with a few parameters or callbacks. In this example, we've got the current inventory. This is the same as it was in the customer portion. Then we've got the low inventory, where we're looking for where the stock quantity is less than 5. And these kind of shoot us back to the menu every time we run the program. Then we've got some of our reg expressions here, where we're looking for the increases in sorry, here's some of our SQL queries where we're updating our inventory and stock, and here's where we're adding the products and asking the questions of how we're going to add that product to the table. And we just do an insert into to throw a new row into our products table. Jumping over to our supervisor program, again, similar to some of the other stuff we've looked at so far. Here we are looking at our sales. We're ordering it by profit in descending order. And here we're doing our alias, where we're saying, hey, select all the items that are in our table, but also select, make an alias new column for where our product sales minus our overhead costs are going to be a new product to display that data. Then we've got our new department, and this is just an insert into query where we're throwing in using our question marks here, and this kind of helps against some security issues with SQL injection, whereas if we look at some of the other examples, this is just kind of throw it into the string. So this would be, I wanted to use both examples to kind of display the different ways you could do that. So that was my application. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time. Thank you.